From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Second and a couple. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Seahawks at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. 37-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw, and it all comes together for big yardage.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now Chandler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'll be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Garrison. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off play action. Garrison. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Garrison working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And Walker has it. Touchdown! Ken Walker. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Back to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm not having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Garrison getting this ball out wide for Davis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A first down carry for Davis. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Looking to throw. Garrison. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Harmon trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Harmon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man on the out route. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run it with Chandler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Chandler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Chandler will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Garrison. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Davis on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Garrison. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mitch used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run on 1st down. Chandler knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready, set.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Trap 50, trap 50. Hurt.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Okay, ready.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run with Davis, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off play action. Garrison. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Garrison. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here now, 3rd down. Back to throw. Garrison. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll roll him out right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he lifted in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it on the 25. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Garrison. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A little bit of an unconventional call there. Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
Let's go.
Here's third down at 5.
Hey, smash, Rocco.
Here's Davis running right. Nice move. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. Time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
They'll come up first and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So they're